Goodness, this is going absolutely crazy right now. We're at 20,000 and some change. We only did this. This is Fam Shooter 1.5 on US 30. We only did this from January 1st to March 22nd. And this is what it's looking like. We started it with $2,000 and we didn't want to compound or anything like that. All we did was put it on $5 per pip. $5 per pip maximum, right? And we just let it run and see what it was going to do. This thing is only in February, right? So it's only been a month. This thing is already at 20,000 and some change closed, and it's floating 19 and some change, right? Where did this come from? So originally we had it so that the students can actually take these entries on a regular basis and say, hey, look, when it says sell, press sell. But the questions came and said, hey, look, when do these actually come off? Is it repainting? What is it doing, right? So we had to take it a step further. When we took it a step further, we actually put it into the automation so that it can execute on its own. So this layout and these entries are the exact same thing that's happening on the other side, which is this right here, right? If we look back, we can see, well, we can't even look back. It's just going too fast right now. So if we're looking, look, we're even down 600 right now, right? So wins and losses, no worries, but this is up this amount. So if we're looking at it like this, here's the graph that's going on right now. Let's look at the graph. Here's the equity curve, okay? So we put the automation into it and programmed the exact same thing and allowed it to just run and put a dynamic stop loss on it. So that's what it looked like. So if we looked at the other strategy tests, so these are ones that we've already done with it, okay? This one, we started with $2,000 as well. We did 139,000 and some change. How long did it go? It was from the January 1st to March 16th. Net profit 68,000 and some change, right? What's the win rate? Win rate was 90%. Win rate was 90%. What's the equity drawdown? Look at the equity drawdown. This is how much it drew down into that $1,000 or $2,000. $0. Absolute drawdown, $36 it went into there. Worst drawdown possible, 23% overall. From March back into January. So then we did another one. I'm like, maybe it's just a hot market at that time. Trump is in office and everything. Maybe it's just that. So we did another 2,000, and then it was a $200,000 net profit. Here's the equity graph. Here's the win rate, 83% and some change. And then down here is what it looked like. I just ran it 24/7 back then. I said, you know what? Let me just run it. That was from 2024 to 2025. That's 1 year and 3 months. 1 year and 3 months off a $2,000 account, no compounding, max risk, $5 per pip, and we ended up at 200,000 and some change. The most that it drew down into that 2,000 was $185. 1.91%. Now, I didn't like this number. It drew back 49% at a certain point. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just cut off the fat. So what was next? So we said, let's cut off the fat. And this is what it looked like. That's March, January to March again. Right? We trimmed off the fat a little bit. Ended up at 61.11. Win rate, 94%. $287 into there. And now we cut that in half, just about. Cut that in half. Equity drawdown, 520 max. Went a little bit further. I'm like, maybe it's a hot market. So then we went a little bit further than that and said, you know what? Let's see what happens from 2022 all the way over to, let me see if I can find that. So bam, here it is, right? 2022 in January to 2025. So we went back 3 years, right? did not compound, even though I had it set there. Time frame, 5 minute, what I just showed you, right? And then also lot size maximum 5. What are the numbers? Equity curve, beautiful. Even better, right? It ended up being, from the 2000, no money added to it, no compounding, no nothing. It ended up at 584,556. History quality 99%. That means I put delays in it, I put slippage in it, I put all of that stuff in there, and that's what it came out with. Balance drawdown into that 2000 was $0. It didn't touch it. Equity drawdown into that was $5. It barely touched it. Right? Overall, 14% instead of 49%. So we cut the fat off of there. And this is what it looked like. Win rate, 92% over those 3 years out of 21,543 trades. 92% win rate. So for every 14 wins, there was only 1 loss. Buys and sells. The buys did even better than the sells, but they're very, very similar. Okay. What time of day was profitable? The time of day that we were having everybody trade, which is between, this is 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11, and 12. I said between 8:30 and 10:30 is where you want to take these. That's the most profitability. This is every single day of the week over those 3 years. And this is every month over those 3 years. If we head back to the strategy tester right now, it's still going. It's negative right now. We are at February 25th off the same $2,000. We're actually in a resort right now. But we're at 34,000 off that 2,000. Crazy. Here's the equity curve moving and doing its thing. Right? So we're not going to watch paint dry. What I'm going to do is allow a beta test group to come in. And these beta test group, you're just going to invest and then literally end up paying with profits. There's going to be a wait list. It's going to be IC markets, and then anybody looking to have this go for them, we can do it that way. We're thinking about a $5,000 minimum. If you have Klarna, then you're able to actually finance that 36 months or so. So it ends up coming out to about like $138 out of pocket. So we're going to have that option for the people in the U.S. And then otherwise, we're just going to have people dump in, make money, move forward, and then we'll split profit with you guys, and then we'll have a regular offering. Nothing like this is available to a retail trader. And honestly, the competition right now, they're touting 3.5%, 4%, 5% per month. The most that I've seen was 40% per month with a very minimal drawdown. And they have millions and millions and millions under management. But this is outpacing all of that with less risk, with absolutely no hands. We'll also have people managing it and stuff like that, just making sure that everything goes well. This is no martingaling. So martingaling is usually what people use to try to get numbers like these. But when it comes down to it, if it starts going the wrong way and never comes back, that's when you blow the entire account, right? There's no way that this can, in any market, really go wrong. It can. I'm not sure where. I'm going to find out where by back testing and stuff like that, but you see exactly how it's moving. And the good part about it is, with it comes training. So you get training, and then you get these layouts, and these layouts you can actually use for yourself, for crypto, for futures. We have future students. First day on there doing 900. First day on there doing 3,000. Next day on there doing 3,600. First day on it for another student was 3,600. Right, just using the layout as confluences and also just as entries. If we know that these entries are going into profit on a regular basis, then use them. Right, just use them. It's here for you. And then if you're not really tech savvy and you just want to have a Telegram group come in and you just get notifications, we already had that set up as well. So you don't even have to have this set up on your computer. And then also, I made phone versions for it so that on the phone it looks nice and pretty. So you really don't even have to have a computer at this point. That's how simple and accessible that I've made it. Made an app as well. So inside of the app, you had a free education. So if we're gonna go over here to grab this app. So made an app, created the app, and what it's gonna do is give you all the training for free. It's Fam Future. We're about faith, vision, wisdom, and wealth. So this video is gonna tell you exactly how to get set up, how to get everything going. Here's the Instagram, here's the LinkedIn, free community here, right? Ask questions, hop on Zooms, and then if you want, you can learn how to trade first. And here you go. It shows how long these videos are. It's me talking through them and doing training and everything of the sort. All these links are everything that you would possibly need. It's taking a while to load, I guess, where I'm at, but this is what it looks like. Save the app, get your trading view, get your Telegram, layout and setup. Here's trading. So it's education in here, and it's literally click by click. So if you never traded before, you never know anything before, this is literally Simon Says. So it's doing that, and then you come over here to claim the indicators. All you do is claim the indicators, and then you get the layouts. That's it. So you pay for the indicators, and then you get access to all the layouts and stuff like that. And that video is on that Quick Start program. So when you're doing that, you get access to this, and you can use it for any market that you want, right? And you can just learn exactly how to go before you even pull the trigger on it. So you press get access. I'm just now allowing access to this period. It's going to be $325 per month. But if you invest in the beta test group, you know, we take that out of the management fee, and then you pay as you profit. So you're not even going to have that subscription going. We're going to profit together in that way. So you'll get started there. And then here are all the layouts. As soon as you click one of these layouts, you see how there's a phone layout here, another phone layout here, back test layout, all this stuff is here. And what's a layout if you never knew? You literally just click this after you have the, let's do this. You literally click this after you have access to the indicators, and it just comes up right on your laptop. So it'll load up, and there it is. So no crazy setup, no figuring out how to set things up, no, none of that. Literally, you claim the indicators, you pay for them, you claim them in there, and then you click one of these layouts and you have access to a hedge fund level strategy sitting here, along with the education as well, that you can use on literally anything that you want to trade. If you want to do stocks, you could do stocks. Let's go to some stocks really quickly. Right? So let's go to some stocks. Bang. Let's see what it looks like on stocks. Let's look at NVIDIA. Right? What does it look like here? Same type of thing. So what if you can constantly catch the bottom of all of these different stocks? You know exactly what's going on. If we just focus over here, not even the 5 minute, we just focus over here. Right? What I teach them here is, if this is red and this is blue, you can cut it either way, and all you do is continue to cut it over this line over and over again. Right? If you're going to swing trade it, all you do is go to the weekly or go to the daily. You go to the daily, this is what it looks like. This is the weekly. All of NVIDIA. Let's go to something else. Let's go to, I don't know, Netflix. That's what it looks like. Weekly. So what if this was your investment portfolio and you just wanted this automated for you? We could do that. No problem. Let's go to, since crypto is hot right now, let's go into crypto. Let's see what Bitcoin did weekly. It will look like this. 2016, 2015. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is it. Right? Let's go to Ethereum, since Ethereum is about to be hot. From what I heard. That's what it looked like. Now, if I wanted to make sure that only since we're just buying with these, right, I would just hop in here, hop into the settings, and then just turn off the sells. Sell, short. That's it. These diamonds are possible exits that you could take. But this is what they will look like for you. Ethereum. Look at the daily, 1 day. That's what it looks like. It's falling off the map. We'll let you know pretty early if it did. If I go back, bang, 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 put those back, and then go 1 day again, you would have known that thing was selling. Here's when you should have got out. That diamond. Okay? So that's what's available. Let's go back to the strategy test and see where we are. It is March 19th. We are 3 months in, and this thing is at 51,000 and some change. 51,000 and some change off the 2,000, and we haven't even finished the 3rd month yet. This is where it's at. No crazy losses in there. And that's it, man. Like, so if you want to join the beta test group, all you're gonna do is hop into the Instagram, shoot a DM, and or leave a comment here. I'm gonna check the comments, and we'll walk you through actually getting into the beta test group. That'll be it. And we are done here. So let's look at the back test results. 100%. I put even more of a delay on there. Right, doubled up the delay. We are at 52,000. I cut off 2 hours out of there. It's at 7 o'clock. And I cut off 7 o'clock. And I cut off this last couple as well. So less hours to see if I could trim more fat. 51,000. And what is the win rate? We are looking at a 95% win rate out of 1,295 trades. 95.71% win rate. How much did we cut into the drawdown? Maximum $547. We cut in $547 into that 2,000 originally. 46 relative on the drawdown, and absolute drawdown equity 758. So it stumbled out the gates, but ended up finishing up strong. So if you guys want parts, definitely comment below, and then I'll be looking for you and I'll be reaching out to you. Every day was profitable. Every day is a winner. And yeah, hope to see you guys on the other side.